Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as the links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. So with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets losing to the Miami Dolphins, okay? We lost to the Miami Dolphins on the road, 31-24. 31-24, Jets lose to the Dolphins in Miami. Boy, oh boy. Listen, to start this football game, things were looking really good for the New York Jets. We got up by 10 early. Braxton Berrios had a touchdown early. Ashton Davis actually caught an interception early. Things were looking good, all right? We were able to force Tua into making bad decisions. Now, let me keep it all the way real. Tua was not great today at all. He was very average to below average. Honestly, the whole day he wasn't looking good, but you know, things early were really rolling for us, especially Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was looking really good for us too early. I mean, things were really going. Zach was making a lot of very smart throws. He was also taking advantage of a lot of things that the Dolphins were trying to do defensively. He was running to the line and get quick snaps in. That's how he got his rushing touchdown. He was forcing them into situations where they would get penalties. It'd be too many men on the field for them because they were trying to make their exchanges, and he was running up to the line and getting the ball off very quickly before that they could do that. And those are the things, the little things that young quarterbacks do that show you that they're growing and they're really starting to understand this league, okay? Look, if you go back, we haven't had a quarterback be able to do that, play the mental game, because it's not just about physical talents in this league, it's also the mental game of quarterbacking, right? So he was able to do that, get us some free yards. Anytime you can get free yards in this league, you do it. All the great quarterbacks do things like that. Tom Brady did it. Peyton Manning has done it. Aaron Rodgers is doing it. You see them rush to the line when they see that your defense is being lazy or slow or whatever, and they take advantage and make you pay if you're not prepared and set up defensively or if you're trying to make substitutions while they can, you know, take advantage of that. And look, I'm not saying that Zach Wilson is any of those guys just yet. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he's taking advantage of things that young quarterbacks generally don't do. And I think that was very smart of him in this game. We saw a lot of great stuff as well. We saw a great play from Jamison Crowder. He threw a ball to Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder actually chucked it back to Braxton Berrios, and Braxton Berrios was able to take off and get us a first down. I thought that was great. Berrios had a TD on the day as well, 26 yards. So things were really rolling for us early. They really were. Our defense was playing decent. Our offense was moving the ball. Carter as well was running well for us too early, and things were looking good. So it's 17-10 by the time we got to the half, and then after we came out after the half, that's when things just fell apart. That's when things just fell apart, man. Listen, the Jets' offensive line in the second half was atrocious. It was atrocious, dude. It was atrocious. And it started with Connor McDermott. Oh my goodness. We all know, you know, Mekhi Becton has been gone for quite some time. Hopefully we'll be getting him back soon, but he's out. So George Fant was the guy that was filling in at that left tackle position. Well, George Fant had to miss this game because he's dealing with the injury now, and they put in McDermott. And boy, oh boy, in the second half was he exposed. It just seemed like he couldn't block anything. There was so much pressure. The Dolphins made an adjustment after the half, and what they started doing is just sending pressure around him on that left side. And once they started really heating things up and sending blitzes, it was all out jailbreak. We just couldn't handle it. Because what the New York Jets tried to do offensively to adjust to that was they tried to bring in a tight end, they tried to bring in a running back to help protect that left side. But then when they did that, guess what? That forced us to lack wide receivers, you know, out there running the ball. You can only have so many guys out there on the field. So when you don't have a bunch of wide receivers out there running around, it's hard to get the ball out because, again, the Dolphins have Howard, they have Jones. Those are two really good corners. They were able to kind of put the clamps on our guys, so there was nowhere really to go with the ball. And then the pressure was just coming for Zach Wilson left and right. He was taking shots left and right. Let me tell you something. I watched Zach Wilson run through 5 guys that were pressuring him in the second half. He ran through 5 tacklers to get a first down, and then the next play, they sent another blitz, and he took a shot. He was just taking shots. He was getting hit. He was pressured all in the second half, and it was all coming from McDermott. He was just breaking down that left half. That left side was just a jailbreak around him. It was a complete jailbreak. It was insane, man. And then you also had the New York Jets defense continuing to struggle against the run. We saw Duke Johnson start to rip us up and eat us up. He had 107 yards on a dance of TDs. We saw Gaskin go off as well on us. He had like 10 carries for 50-something yards. It was insane. And again, we could not stop these guys. We couldn't bring them down to the ground. The tackling was awful. They were breaking tackles. They were moving around. It was just insane. We just could not stop these dudes whatsoever. They were just eating up clock, just running the ball. Also as well, our safety, Elijah Riley, also got hurt in this game. I'm wishing him, nothing but the best. Prayers up and a speedy recovery to him as well. But he actually, got a pretty bad injury. They actually brought out a backboard for him and put him on a cart and took him away. So I'm hoping that he comes back. But man, let me tell you something. This New York Jets run defense is awful. It is completely awful. They were able to convert on a 4th and inches, and then they ended up with a TD off of that. We also saw penalties as well by Bryce Hall. That hurt us too, to help put the Dolphins in a situation. It was just ridiculous. But even then, the New York Jets still had a chance. They were still somewhat in the game. There was a bad snap on a punt that actually hit one of the guys. People thinking it was a fake punt. It seemed like there was a lot of miscommunication on the Dolphins side for that punt. But it was fumbled, and then the New York Jets fell on it as a fumble recovery. So we're thinking, hey, we got the ball back. We're in the game. We're about to take advantage of this. And the New York Jets offense couldn't do anything with that. They couldn't do nothing, right? So we were like, dang, now we punt the ball back. We give the Dolphins yet another chance. Then out of nowhere, Eccles intercepts the football. Okay, he intercepts the football, takes it back to the house, and now we in the game. It's tied up 24-24. And let me tell you something. As bad as we played up front, our secondary actually played very well. Very well. Eccles made a lot of plays in this game. He was very solid. Hall did give up a touchdown, and he had a pass interference, but he also played solidly down the stretch as well. He actually knocked the ball away later in the game on 3rd and 5 to, give us another punt to give us a chance to try to come and tie it up. But we just couldn't get it done, man. We could not get it done. We couldn't stop them defensively when they were running the football. And then when we did get the offense back, the football, they couldn't do anything with it. Again, there was a lot of struggle. There was a lot of pressure on Zach Wilson trying to get the ball out of there. Connor McDermott, again, had a holding call late, which really costed us. I mean, it was insane. The New York Jets team just fell apart in the second half offensively, and the defense really let up. So it was a tough game, man. We're a young team. We're trying to find our way. I do appreciate the Jets' young roster fighting, but we've got to start to put together full, complete games. That's what we got to be working on for these next upcoming games. Again, even though Zach Wilson looked good early, things just fell apart late in the game for the offense. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this loss? What are your thoughts about it? Let me know your thoughts on what's going on with the New York Jets right now. You folks have a good one. Peace.